Hey guys, alright, so today what I'm going to be discussing is stuff that you're going to need to start injecting. Some of you guys may be new to testosterone, some of you guys may have questions, and some of you may be already having testosterone and having issues or not knowing where to go with getting stuff for your testosterone, so I'm making this video for you guys. So, basically, we're going to start with sanitation. So, sanitizing your station. So I put it together, sanitation. So what you're going to do is what I like to do, and you don't have to do it, but this is what I like to do. I like to get this type of alcohol, and wherever area that I'm going to be doing my injection, I like to clean it with this alcohol. Why? Because I want to make sure that the area I'm in is sanitized. So if you're putting all your things down on something, you can put it down on a paper towel. You can put it down on whatever you want. But I like to clean the area first, then put a paper towel down, then start. Okay? So that's first. Secondly, wash your hands. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. Make sure your hands are clean. We'll take some antibacterial soap. Wash it once, wash it twice. And this is if you're not putting on gloves. If you're putting on gloves still, but I would still wash my hands because you're injecting into your body, so you want to make sure that everything is clean. Okay? So make believe you're a doctor and you're doing this, for the first time. Or, just make sure you take precaution. Alright, so you have your testosterone, whatever it might be. Mine right now is testosterone cypionate. I just got on this one. I was actually on another one. So you have that. Make sure that's present. What I like to get is I like to get 2 different types of syringes. Now, the reason I get 2 different types of syringes is because testosterone, when you inject it, it is in an oil of some sort. When you're taking cypionate, it's in cottonweed oil. When you're taking testosteronate, I think it's NA or something like that with an E, NATH, whatever. It's in sesame oil. Therefore, you're going to need a bigger gauge to extract, and then you're going to need a smaller gauge to actually put it into your thigh or wherever you decide to put it, and inject. So right now I have 20 gauge, 1.5 inch. Because my place right now doesn't have 18 gauge. You're going to want to get an 18 gauge. It's the easiest one to extract. Don't mind my 20 gauge. I've been doing this for a while now, so I know how to extract, but this is really last case scenario. I would rather have an 18 gauge. And then to actually inject, I use a 23 gauge 1 inch. When you're actually injecting, you're going to want to use it 1 inch or 1.5. No 5/8 on that, because you want to actually get inside of your muscle. Just to be certain that you are, go with 1 inch, go with 1.5 inches, because that's what majority of people do, and that's what actually you're told to do. So, doesn't matter when you're extracting what gauge, but when you're injecting, you're going to want to go with that. I choose a 23 gauge only because it's big enough for the oils to come out slowly, but not like it's struggling, and at the same time, it's thin enough so that when it goes in my skin, it's not like, ouch. So, you could go with a 22 gauge. A lot of people do with that. It's a little bit bigger. It's not that much bigger, but people do that just because the oil will come out a little bit better, but it's really up to you. I wouldn't go past the 23 gauge because I've used a 25 gauge before, and usually people with diabetes would use that because the solution is actually thinner. Alright, so needles. And remember, when you're extracting, you're probably going to take off the tip and use a different tip, or you're going to do like me and get 2 different types of syringes. Mine are only 25 cents. So 50 cents for every time I inject is really not that much money for me. Okay, then what I go is I like to get these things, gauze pads. Let's see how it is. There we go. 25 in a box is only $2, and they come like this and individually packed. And what I do with these is when I'm done injecting, I like to take, when I pull out the needle, I like to put this on top of the actual hole, hold it down, and I like to rub it. Only because if you automatically put on your Band-Aid, the actual oil can actually come up from the hole. So you actually have to press it down a little bit and, just rub it into your muscle, because your muscle just got hit with a needle, so you just want to massage it a little bit. It's actually better for your muscle. So yeah, that's what I use. They're individually packed, which I love. So when I need to use them, I just open them up and use them, so it's sanitized. I get alcohol swabs, and one of them is to clean the top of my testosterone vial. As soon as you take out your testosterone from the actual packaging, you're going to want to clean the top of the vial. It's just a sanitary reason. It's not dirty, but you just want to do that. And one for the actual site. I use two for the site. I use once to clean it once. I find the area that I want to do it in, so I clean it once, and then when I'm about to inject again, I clean it again. I guess I'm just anal like that. You can do it my way, or you can do it your own way. It really is just preference, I guess. And then you're going to want to have bandages. Right now, I just have, some Angry Birds antibacterial bandages. I mean, you really can use whatever you want. You don't have to use Angry Birds. The reason I got it is because it's antibacterial, so, the actual site is not going to get infected or anything like that, which you probably won't with regular bandages, but I guess I just use it. And then you start injecting. This is all the stuff that you need for injection. What I do is I got a little basket and I put all my stuff in it. You can get a little lock cage, little lock box for it, or you can get whatever you want for it. It really just depends on your living environment. If you're living, with a brother or a sister, or in a family, or you're younger, or you're afraid that somebody's going to get into it when you're not around, and of course I would lock it up definitely, especially the vial. It has to be in a certain temperature. It has to be 68 Fahrenheit to I think 73 or 72. So yeah, you can do that. But me, I live with my girlfriend and my cat, so no one's going to go into it but me, so that's why I put it in a little basket, and I put my testosterone in the medicine drawer. So those are the things you're going to need, and basically, and once you have that, you're fine. Then you're ready for injection. I'm not going to be doing an injection video right now because I preferably don't like doing injection videos because I feel like I have to focus on what I'm doing. But in the near future, I'll probably be doing it. So anyways, yep, this is Evan, and this is me teaching all you youngins or people that have just started testosterone or are about to start and not sure what to get and stuff like that. This is video for you. Have a good one and stay tuned.